cruising down I-95 with your family in the back seat. Kids are laughing, music's playing, life is good. Then you tap the brakes and nothing happens. Your heart drops. The pedal feels like a wet sponge. The car ahead isn't slowing down and neither are you. Every year, over 300,000 Americans live this nightmare because they ignored 5 simple warning signs their brakes were screaming at them to fix. I'm going to share something mechanics don't want you to know. Brake failure doesn't happen suddenly. Your car warns you weeks, sometimes months in advance. But most drivers miss these signals until they're staring at a $4,000 repair bill, or worse, sitting in a hospital bed wondering what went wrong. Here's the truth that'll save your life and your wallet. The difference between a $200 brake pad replacement and a complete brake system failure isn't luck. It's awareness. Today, I'm revealing 5 critical warning signs that predict brake failure with terrifying accuracy. And if you're experiencing sign number 3, you need to stop watching this video right now and get your car checked immediately. I'm not exaggerating. This one kills people. Before we dive into these life-saving warning signs, understand this. Your brake system is the only thing standing between you and a multi-ton missile flying down the highway. When it fails, physics doesn't care about your intentions. You become a statistic. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reports that brake-related issues cause 22% of all vehicle crashes. That's nearly 1 in 4 accidents that could have been prevented by recognizing the warning signs we're about to cover. Most of you watching this have ignored at least one of these signs. Maybe you told yourself, it's probably nothing, or I'll get it checked next month. That voice in your head is gambling with your family's safety. The average brake job costs $300. The average car accident costs over $10,000, not counting injuries or worse. Do the math. Let's get into these 5 warning signs before another driver becomes a statistic. And listen, if this information saves even one life, I need you to smash that subscribe button and share this video with every driver you care about. Your family, your friends, that teenager who just got their license. This isn't just car content. This is survival information. Warning sign number 5. The squealing that everyone ignores. You're backing out of your driveway and hear this high-pitched squeal every time you touch the brakes. You think it's just annoying noise, right? Wrong. That sound is metal wear indicator literally scraping against your brake rotor, screaming at you that your brake pads are nearly gone. Here's what's actually happening inside your wheel. Brake pads have a small metal tab built into them by design. When the friction material wears down to about 3 millimeters, this tab makes contact with the rotor, creating that distinctive squeal. It's not a defect. It's an engineered early warning system, like a smoke detector for your brakes. Most drivers ignore the sound for weeks, even months. They turn up the radio. They tell themselves, it'll go away. Then one morning, the squealing stops. They think the problem fixed itself. It didn't. It got worse. Much worse. That silence means you've worn through the pads completely, and now you're doing metal-on-metal contact. Every time you brake, you're grinding away your rotors, turning a $250 pad replacement into an $800 rotor and pad replacement. But the real danger isn't the cost. It's what happens when you need to stop fast. Worn brake pads increase your stopping distance by up to 40%. Think about that. If you normally stop in 100 feet, you now need 140 feet. That extra 40 feet is the difference between stopping at the red light and T-boning the minivan full of kids going through the intersection. The fix is simple. When you hear squealing, you've got maybe 2 to 4 weeks before serious damage starts. Get your brake pads inspected immediately. A good mechanic will measure the remaining pad thickness. Anything under 4 millimeters means it's time for replacement. Don't negotiate with this. Don't wait for your next paycheck. This is the cheapest brake problem to fix and the easiest warning sign to catch early. Warning sign number 4. Your brake pedal feels different. This one's subtle, but it's deadly. You've been driving your car for months or years. You know exactly how your brake pedal should feel. Then one day, something changes. Maybe the pedal feels softer, spongier, like you're stepping on a marshmallow instead of a firm pedal. This spongy feeling means air has entered your brake lines or you're losing brake fluid somewhere in the system. Your brakes work on hydraulic pressure. Brake fluid doesn't compress, but air does. When you've got air bubbles in those lines, you're literally compressing air instead of applying immediate pressure to your brake pads. Your stopping power just got cut in half. Or maybe the pedal sinks slowly to the floor when you're stopped at a light with your foot on the brake. That's your master cylinder failing, leaking fluid internally. This is a ticking bomb. The day that master cylinder completely fails, your brake pedal will go straight to the floor and you'll have almost zero stopping power. Warning sign number 3. This is the critical one I warned you about. If you're experiencing this right now, stop driving immediately. The warning sign is a burning smell after braking or visible smoke coming from your wheels. This means your brakes are overheating to dangerous levels and you're minutes away from complete brake failure. Overheated brakes happen when a caliper seizes and keeps constant pressure on your brake pads. The friction generates massive heat, sometimes over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. At these temperatures, your brake fluid boils, creating vapor in the lines. Remember what I said about air compressing? Vapor does the same thing. When you press the pedal, you're compressing vapor instead of applying brakes. Mechanics call this brake fade. Drivers call it terrifying. The other cause is riding your brakes down long hills or towing heavy loads without using lower gears. You're asking your brakes to dissipate more heat than they were designed for. The smell you're detecting is brake pad material literally burning away. If you ignore this and keep driving, those pads will glaze over, losing almost all their friction capability. You'll press the pedal and nothing happens. Warning sign number 2. Your car pulls hard to one side when braking. This means you've got uneven braking force between your left and right wheels. One side is doing all the work while the other side is barely functioning. The danger here isn't just the pulling, it's what happens in an emergency stop. You slam the brakes, the car violently jerks to one side, and you lose control.